if the state.
Fellow Ambazonians, I go on for take my time for address these two clowns them. Now the IG their frontline spokespeople and this way they for their SCBC channel. They don't spend all their time for becoming blackmail, make false accusation against the ADF. I know say they don't become an opposition now. It be okay for them to criticize, but make it remain for legitimate criticism. Anytime they cross the line, I go to come back, I go address them. Who go even first waste the time. We now less than how many people did watch, and the last time I watched, and only me and one of their, I think maybe the broadcaster be the play. But anyway, when I listen for them and I go respond accordingly.
United.
Doc, this is my problem, that we are not united.
We that will be achieve unity in Sisku. The only reason we are not united now because Sisiku and the advisor them then decide to take a unitary platform, broke the constitution where it be bind them for the authority and supervision of the constituent members of the Sisku. The hijacker bring in their friend them for bring disunity. That is the only reason we are divided today. We'll now continue.
And the goats from our midst, we are running out of time because communities, people can deny it. It's in audios. Talk to the boys on the ground. There are some village. There are some of our communities now where there are no Amber boys. They have basically been driven out, and we see in.
So first of all, wait till I want to point and out and say, where are you present on the ground? Where is the IGK present on the ground? So with all this, they annoys them. They don't take over. They come for Mudo talks. They don't take over as they don't can use tribal language and the Taka family. They don't take over General Okoro. Wait till it happen. Now picture this of a widow. We just last week, it don't can bury a man for inside village for Pinying Day. They don't catch it, torture the woman, beat the woman that almost die. Catch 3 of the people the way the village and I said I made them go negotiate with the Okoro boy them, lock them. They ask the woman 6 million. Now the thing that way their own pest force way they don't can take her under their influence. They do them. Let alone them even having command and control. But maybe we'll just hear which way they talk.
We see in Kong, we see in Bamenda, we saw in Oku, we saw in Momo, where they killed the ADF boy.
Once again, it shows that this clown they don't even know which way they talk. The soldier where then kill and ADF not get no command structure, no forces them instantly unless we enter come off for the soldier where then kill and for market. Now a soldier then join with population then wholly kill him. Now John Igewan a hinge man where they run the use them. Now an IG force for ARF they run the use them to torment our people them. But this clown them. I don't even know which way they get them in this self-defense for other than for they make this noise. But maybe we hear.
I forgot the name of that village, Ngie, whatever it was. But we had it last week on our show. So it is getting to that point, and some of the things are directed from the diaspora. People who are in this for money. They recognize their mortality. Their problem is how can they grab as much as they can while this is going on, while they have breath. And they pretend and manipulate and sit down, spend all day writing long speeches for... They are demagogues, just manipulating the people.
It be sad, see the organization where Sisiku, it don't level, it don't be turned by these clowns to this level where they go to blackmail ground zero. It just be sad, say, I need for, they don't force me for come out, for come begin they debunk this their nonsense. I go play message. Me they know who it did mislead Ambazonia, who it did give false information for collect money by playing an audio of Sisiku Ayuk TABE. Would not be done the yesterday they collect money for people them with the disguise say they collect money now for self-defense. Make una hear Sisiku for your own mob go tell una who said the money way the IG they collect them in the name of self-defense. Who said that money they go? Una listen.
Yeah, is we are anticipating. So the budget for this year is we are anticipating to spend about 55 million francs here. That's $110,000. And again, please be reminded that this money is for the health support across the detention centers, for the legal support across the detention centers, and for food principally to these our detention centers. We only provide a little bit of support in terms of food to the other detention centers. So So I think the budget for 2021 is 55 billion francs.
So na
So
Sisiku
if
that for
Cornelius can
2021, it asked 55 million for food and for legal fees. That means that they spend about 4.5 million every month. Now money that way for feed and buy AK them for free. The next year, 2022, he asked for over, I think, 69 million or something like that, said it go up. And guess what? When the Yerima, they come for can raise the fund, they be the lie say they raise the fund for self-defense. So the people, the way they lie for take money for people, begin the pay ISF for Kondengi, they do their conjugal visit, they pay around 200,000 for one person. Make we not even go down for start begin ask them, the people that were prison, whether they actually see how, who said that money to go. Because we still dey here, we see the support for back, people their money for chop, people when they do want sick, and some of the lawyers they see complain. So we know say that money and no one for get there. But we not know who them they deceive Ambazonian people, who they be carry do misappropriation. So, but we will continue for listen for this, they are clown them. Since that they wrote this way, the frontline communicator them for the Sisiku IG, they don't choose them. Now them bring them for themselves.
Strong, boasting, and doing nothing other than exploiting the people. One of the biggest divisions, which I want us to seg into that segment now, is what happened between the ADF and New Jerusalem in Mancon. We talked about it last week. The ADF sent Efang and Cobra into Mancon, and they come up with all kinds of pretexts. And I'm bringing it up because soon after ADF went and killed a fighter, shot one in the leg, took away fighters, seized their materials, La République came in.
So when I see these clowns them with lies, by the way, now ADF internal problem, we would discipline our soldier then where they become a thorn in the flesh of our people doing the right thing. We will not disarm any soldier for anybody. Now ADF soldier them, we will sanction them. These clowns them where they try to seek political relevance by doing political scavenging on the grounds. They don't even know the ramification for come begin the lie about La République du Cameroon come in. Come in where? Just throw in statement without any substantiation, deceiving our people during a period of war just for blackmail, sabotage, with somehow hoping say it will give them political capital. I'll play on a video from that our soldier them. We're gonna hear.
Okay. Yes, we thank the Ambazonia Grand, we thank the freedom fighters, we thank the ADF, the Supreme, your place the General Cobra, your place the now we this way soldier they go astray, but don't bring them back to line. Yeah, so we don't can take them back, we send them back to their various home. So anything we did, now we fix them, no we spoil them. Yeah.
So now the ADF soldier then this will then sanction them, would then bring them, give them 1 week holiday, they then go back for their houses, then go visit their family them, for decide who side the one do and where it could be their future. All of them, by their own will, they then come back under our command and control and they do work for the ground.
Fight all we the one. No be na so they put discrimination because all we na one. No be so. So if anything they my power cobra here go add up. So that mean the mash as you be talking. Why the bloody for you?
Well, my fellow brother, I will talk, but not talk so much. Just talk only small. Supreme, that place is there. As you come out, this our brother. No one will make them listen. They know say no. Which you do for inside a truthful cause. No something do for a truth. No, we can't take them now. Go kill them. We will make them understand one or two things for this struggle. So now then this will come back. God will hand them. This will hand them their general. So I go take them. They will go for their various homes. See at least their family before they return. From there, from their homes, if any begin decide, you know, he come back, can they with Supreme, for what was Supreme. That one will be a decision. And not go be say, because they can't take them, they force them for this one. No. They fight this, we'll take and go. And at the 5 this, we don't bring them back. So make me everybody me see say no, we don't have to bring them back. And all then they fine. If any of them get any complaint with the water, they match them. If you talk them, if something not there, then I will thank everybody very much. God bless all we. Long live Ambazonia and short live the struggle. When I get something we talk.
So with all the blackmails and lie we did out there, when I don't hear from the soldier them, they already go come back, the 1 week done be over. All of them, they don't go come back and all of them don't choose for work under the ADF, their leadership, and all them be deployed already on the ground. They don't go back for their various barracks them. So me gonna ignore this clown, the way they make this noise for social media.
And ADF did not even release those fighters back. So who the fool who?
So when I see the soldier, then time will be release them. Who the fool? These clowns, they not even be aware of what they go on for ground zero. They are not even aware of the consequences of which way they talk and for up there. Then they say town hall, they work and make noise. They lie and deceive our people. Who the fool actually? Who is the clown now? When I listen anyway.
Talk say we want to liberate ourselves. And then all way would do now say, people they decision for diaspora say, if no be them, then nobody else no feel free will.
So these clowns that they actually describe now themselves, the ADF it don't always they collaborate, they do everything. For them, all they see is ADF controlling and them not controlling. For all of them, this is what they see. The diaspora, our command structure simply follow recommendation made by our command structure on the ground. That is how it was done. But these clowns, they just be bent on blackmails, lie, misinformation, fake news. For things say somehow it will give them some benefit for paint other people black falsely. Shame. What a shame.
How many Ukrainians did you run into Russia to go seek refuge? How many Ukrainians did they leave Ukraine, run into Russia for go seek refuge from Russia we attack them? If we put them in that perspective and we ask ourselves, how many Southern Cameroonians did they leave Southern Cameroons for go seek refuge for inside La Republique? Then we know we get a problem on our hands. So we get to start solve this problem, Doc, because we put ADF on blast. Because me personally, I get a problem with ADF. I think ADF, the more and more become, not even more and more. We get to be critical. We get to put on our thinking caps. And we get to take an analysis of what the reality is on the ground. All we see what buffaloes or Bali do. We not share the images because obviously we no want to be interrupted. We no want to cut the show. But we see the images of what buffalo.
So these clowns they go continue for the spreading disinformation. All man knows the international community they don't pick up the highest battle we don't go on for Ambazonia. Now the hammer blow carry on for inside Bamenda. The epicenter for the struggle now for Bamenda, the capital center of the Savannah state, controlled man by the ADF. All man know. So these clowns they no go stop for amuse we. But me go finish with they want talk.
You look at what the ADF did do. Continued harming our people. I want my producer play with producer. If you get that video of that hijacking truck where ADF they go first, they go dismantle or they go capture some fighters of New Jerusalem for Mancon. Take their material, take their fighters.
I think by now we already know say these boys they just lie, making up stories. Because what he talk, I don't know the motivation. What he feel say this the benefit Ambazonia. But me gonna listen what he want to talk about hijacking.
Open a pathway, La Republique can enter. Kill people them. They know.
So here they lie with the clown in the talk without any substantiation, no evidence at all. Just making up stories to blackmail forces who are on the ground.
they no resist. They claim say they get brigade for that same Bamenda. They no do anything. Then I don't know if producer no get that thing. And then after with this cholera, doc, I want you for coming because you be doctor. After they don't do that, the next thing that they do with Ngong Emmanuel, he call himself say Capo Daniel. He real name Ngong Emmanuel. Because when people they be shady about their name and place where they stay in the diaspora, then they get something for hide.
These people then are clown. Tanwe Sisiku appoint me as the ambassador for Asia and Middle East. He used my names and he used the name Capo Daniel. At that time, it no be a problem with these clowns them. Now will be problem with them. Would he use nickname for relate with our people and for identify with the culture we will grow up with them? For use nicknames, no be as a result for hide our identity. I don't publish my name or my no place where they stay for Hong Kong, except these two clowns. But nevertheless, me go continue.
They go born Hijacking truck. Talk say country where they go fix them. Now them be buy this suffering of the people. Now we get cholera for inside Fako, inside Meme for Southern Zone brief. We get cholera outbreak. You as a doctor, doc, we know say dirty.
Now, wait till the clown they don't know. Now say Hijacking na Grandjuan family, a family will be tied to Paul Biya and the family and the people there now they print the CFR. So now a colonial institution where they don't bring her in, me can take over SITA for free. Just like they be the hand over company them for Dangote, me the handler for Paul Biya in the disguise of privatization. So these guys are out of touch. Hijacking before he want come for Bamenda, na Yerima, their pa a company where they call Yerioki and many other subcontractors for Bamenda where they be clean our road, will be capable of cleaning our town. Even for the council, the city council, they be the clean, carry dirty before the one hand over those property them for before the one hand over this contract for Hijacking may begin to exploit our people. Now a French company, it no get nothing to do with Bamenda. They go pay their liberation tax. If the no one carry the dirty, may the city council give that contract for our people ready to carry sand. If we clean our town, we don't always clean our town. We no go allow French Cameroon company really to come for can exploit we for go empower the same people the way they maintain the colony. We go after them. It be a legitimate issue. But men that take care of itself as we don't always take care of ourselves. We no go mortgage or allow these clowns them. Me they allow La Republic for continue for colonize we and for oppress we. We no go allow them.
Now breeding ground for cholera mixed with water. If the people they know if you dispose of their dirty for inside city, where ADF the claim say the company need to pay them tax, then they say they go move dirty. Wusa Ngong Emmanuel where they call itself Capo Daniel. Wusa Cho Ayaba. Wusa the services where they don't provide for sanitize the town for take.
So my fellow Ambazonians, we don't fight for liberate our homeland. We will focus for the fight. For area that we don't liberate them, we don't set up community schools, we don't encourage the setting up of community school, we don't sanitize Ambazonia, we don't fight against kidnapping for ransom, we don't do everything for give our people a chance for live in a free and democratic society. We will continue to put our country first. We don't understand, say this lazy Yerima with the IG group, they don't be relegated, they are desperate and they will continue to use blackmail. We welcome their position as an opposition. They will continue for the oppose, but me they do them with sanity based on truth and facts. Me then stop for lies, stop for do blackmail. It will get them nowhere. The last time I watched their live show, I think not only me and their producer be watch them, two of us. So these are just non-entity. We will just leave them for place where them belong for the garbage. They wanna shit no white blast people them. So we'll leave the clowns to themselves. We go focus for they do the hard work for liberate our own people. Their relevant seeking where they seek them, me then continue for do them while we focus for liberate our homeland. When Dr. Cho Ayaba, the commander-in-chief of the Ambazonian Defense Forces, be launched self-defense for Daddy, the Sisiku and the team they become out for lie Ambazonian people say Daddy it be been for Nigeria. We don't know saying a lie. Many other things them needless for talk them. Made them focus their time for good make sure say the money where they send on the 58 million on a 69 million this year where they send for prison. Me they make sure say they provide job for the people them for prison and make sure that they pay the legal bills them. So meet these people, then these clowns them, then focus their time for make sure say the money where they the full people then say they collect them for self-defense, send them for Sisiku Ayuk TABE, over 6 million where they spend them for every month. Who said they spend that money? The prisoner they need to see chop, the lawyer they need to receive money. All that money, the one time we say they use on have a conjugal visit for 200,000 per night for instance Kundengide. Make we not go down there, but if they choose this road, they will receive them in kind. Thank you very much.